Good morning, my friends. Today I'm in Bebali, one of the farthest suburbs of Algiers. It's located in southern Algiers, almost on the border between Algiers and Blida. There is a mosque over there, and we are approaching the central part. In fact, I'm entering Bebali from what I think is the southern part of Bebali, and behind me there is a road that leads to Sharia and Hammam Milwan, two of the main towns of the Blida Atlas Mountains in Blida. Hammam Milwan is known for its bath, a thermal bath, and Sharia is known for its forest. It's a cedar tree forest, very interesting forest at 1,700 meters above the mountain, above sea level in the Blida Atlas Mountains. It's the highest point in the Blida Atlas Mountains, just south of Algiers. Both towns are due south of Algiers, and now we are going to drive to Birkhadem. We're going to visit the neighborhood of Birkhadem. I'm going to show you how to drive from Bebali to Birkhadem. I hope it's going to be an interesting trip. So now we are approaching, we have just passed the center, or the central part of Bebali, and we are approaching the industrial area of this neighborhood. There are many companies that have their factories. There are many companies that have factories here in Bebali. This road in particular, this section of the road is known for its traffic jams because look, it's an industrial area, okay, but look at how narrow the road is. It's no surprise that there would be traffic jams here. Skip the speeding bump. Well, be careful. There are many big trucks here, including semi-trailers. And although semi-trailers are not allowed to drive in Algiers proper, in the city, but they are allowed to drive I mean, during the day, of course, during the day. But they are allowed to drive in industrial areas, including in the day, during the day. So we will be joining the national highway, motorway. I mean the national highway 1 in. Which is a motorway, in fact, in a few minutes. We're approaching the Bebali roundabout, or main roundabout. We are going to join the motorway that leads to Algiers. It's the motorway that links Blida to Algiers. Entrance to the motorway. All right, so now if you want to go to the airport and the eastern parts of the city of Algiers, you've got to take the left, the lanes on the left. But if you want to go to Birkhadem and central Algiers, you've got to take this right lane and then enter this right road here at this fork. Okay, be careful here because there is a lot of, there are a lot of cars, because this road leads to the central part of Algiers. It's obvious that there would be lots of cars on it. And in fact, all this area is home to many companies. It's like an industrial and an activity area. If you want to go to Alger-Niger, you take the right over there. Careful around here, there is a slope. And we are in the area of Algiers with its new apartment complexes that have been completed recently. We are in 2021, and countless families from Algiers have been relocated here. And if you want to go to Alger, there is also that road on the right that you can take. But because we are driving to Birkhadem, we are taking the tunnel, the underpass instead. Okay. There's beautiful walls on the right. Look at that apartment complex in front of us over there. It looks beautiful. I think that all this is part of Algiers Ferry, of the Algiers Ferry area. And this is National Highway 1, a highway. This is Algeria's longest road. It links Algiers, the city, the capital city, to the Algerian-Nigerian border. The border between Algeria and Niger in the south. And it's, I think, it measures to more than 2,000 kilometers from north to south. But now we are headed north towards Algiers, not south towards Niger. Someday I'll drive this whole highway from north to south in order to film you show you how big our country is and how beautiful it is as well. And of course I will be driving most of that road is located in the desert, in the Sahara Desert. So we will be seeing a lot of desert landscape as we are driving on it. So the entrance to Sahawla is on the right. Sahawla is one of Algiers' one of Algiers' southern suburbs, and it's adjacent to Birkhadem. I could have entered Birkhadem from that road too. But I prefer to enter it from Les Vergers, from that part of Birkhadem known as Les Vergers. And the word Les Vergers is French for orchards. Les Vergers is one of the nicest residential areas of Birkhadem. And now we are approaching Birkhadem. I think that everything on our left is part of Sahawla, while everything on the right is part of Birkhadem. This place here isn't very far from the southern bypass motorway. Alright, so I've got to take the right lane and stop filming for a while. Great, we are entering Birkhadem. Via Les Vergers. There is a dairy factory around here. This area is known for its milk factory. And there is also an important gas station here. Les Vergers was on our left. Okay, so go ahead, sir. Go ahead. So this is Birkhadem. The name Birkhadem means, literally means the well or the water well of the servant, or the servant's water well. I wonder why they named it like that. It's an old neighborhood. It was the European village was founded in the mid-19th century, I think. It was one of the oldest settlements to be occupied by French settlers in the 19th century when they colonized this country. You can still see many colonial houses, many houses that date back to the colonial period here in Birkhadem. But most of these, I mean, of the houses that you see around here are new. And now this is the central part of Birkhadem. It only took us a quarter of an hour in order to drive from Bibadi, one of the farthest neighborhoods of Algiers, almost on the border between Algiers and Blida, to Birkhadem, which is one of the most important suburbs, and it's not very far from the city center. And this is the very center of Birkhadem with all its stores. It looks like any boulevard in central Algiers. One of the nicest areas. And I have many friends from this neighborhood, and what I could tell is that they are very proud of their neighborhood, very proud of it. The area here is beautiful with its because it's lined with trees. Now, if you want to go to Saoula, you drive straight on. If you want to go to Ain Naja and Kuba and even Hussein, you take the left. And also Bajarah. Okay, Bajarah, Hussein, Kuba and Ain Naja. All those neighborhoods are on the left. This is the old church building. And there is a mosque on the right. And this is the bus station. This is where buses set off to the various neighborhoods serviced by the public buses that usually set off from here. So that was our visit to Birkhadem from Babali. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications button in order to receive more notifications about my videos. Drive safely, visit Algiers, take care of yourselves, and goodbye.